Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Chair with James. Whether you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever it may be, gonna do the super wild card round weekend. Uh, some reason they added a game on Monday, so there's an extra wild card game. Quick news. COVID's going around, of course, still. You got news coming up in the NFL. John Brown is back for the Tampa Bay Bucks. Remember the little speedster receiver? He was with Arizona, Buffalo, and now he's back with Tampa Bay on the practice squad. So I don't know if he'll play on that is Sunday. The Bucks, of course, are without uh, Chris Godwin. He's not playing. Antonio Brown, of course, terminated himself. Cyril Grayson has a physical element, and then Mike Evans as well. So they're down some receivers. Very very important that he comes. That some of those guys come back. The Arizona Cardinals have some news coming in that may be amazing. J.J. Watt returned to practice on Thursday ahead of Monday's playoff game against the Rams in LA or Inglewood, and he went off the injured reserve on January 7th. He was very limited in practice, but it's amazing that he's even trying to play. It seems like I say that almost every year about J.J. Watt. A receiver, Rondell Moore, has an ankle injury. Chase Edmonds has ribs and toe. They were limited in practice. James Conner didn't even practice. He also has a rib injury. So you wonder, and I always wondered this, but should running backs wear those flap jackets to protect those ribs? But maybe it would slow them down. Anyway, the Cincinnati Bengals have Stanley Morgan with a hamstring injury and Jalen Davis with an ankle injury. Both are questionable to play against the Raiders on Saturday. Josh Tupou, the defensive tackle, has a knee injury and he is doubtful. And we'll have more on the Raider preview coming up on the channel. The Cowboys activated safety Jaron Curse from the reserve COVID list. Linebacker Keanu Neal has a chest and elbow injury. He did not practice. And Tyron Smith, the left tackle, very important knee and ankle injury. He went from limited to full practice, so he's very important on the offensive line. For a team with a bye, the Green Bay Packers, Whitney Mercilus, the pass rusher, he returned to practice. He's another guy that might play when he's been out for a while, since November 14th with a torn bicep. Can't believe that. For the Chiefs, you got running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire with a shoulder injury. He didn't practice Thursday, and he was limited. And Tyreek Hill, with a heel injury, was limited, but he practiced fully on Wednesday, but he was limited on Thursday. So those are two big keys with Kansas City's offense. The Raiders defensive tackle Jonathan Hankins with a back and knee injury. He's limited in practice on Thursday. He's questionable against the Bengals. Waller knee and Jacobs with the ribs were limited in practice again. They have no game designations, so we'll see. The Rams listed linebacker Leonard Floyd as a didn't practice. We'll see. They have an extra day, of course, playing on Monday. The Patriots, they do this all the time with Bill Belichick. They put a lot of people questionable on their injured lists, but they end up playing. And they have a laundry list of players, and I don't want to go through them all, but the main players I can think of, Jimmy Collins, Nick Folk, Lawrence Guy, Damian Harris, Dante Hightower, Jacoby Myers. Some notables there, but they always do that. For the Eagles, you got Miles Sanders. He has a hand, and he was limited in practice. Juju Smith-Schuster, we haven't heard from him in a while. For the Steelers, he was designated to return from IR, and he practiced on Thursday, so he might be ready to go. Najee Harris and Trey Turner, running back and guard, didn't practice, but we'll see if they're ready to go. And Jimmy G for the Niners has a right thumb injury, of course, but he played. Uh, they practiced fully. Linebacker Dre Greenlaw did as well. Elijah Mitchell and Trent Williams, both two key guys there for the Niners, were limited in practice. Let's get down to the predictions because it's two games on Saturday, AFC style. You got the Raiders at Cincinnati. Man, it's going to be a tough chore for the Raiders to win. I hope so, but we'll see. Jamar Chase hooking up with Burrow for touchdowns. You saw against Kansas City to light him up. I'm so afraid that's going to happen to the Raiders, but we'll see. I'll probably have to go with Cincinnati, but jinx. That's 5 against 4 seeds. And then that's in Cincinnati. And then you got the 6th-seeded Patriots going to Buffalo. They both split. Buffalo is the 3rd seed. By the way, the Raiders lost to Cincinnati earlier this year. I think it was like 38-13. So Cincinnati has the edge this season. New England and Buffalo split. Games this year. Both won on the road. I think Buffalo wins, but hopefully it's a real close game. But New England hasn't looked good as of late. Then we go to Sunday's action. You got NFC and AFC action going. The first game is the number 7 seed Eagles at Tampa to play the Bucks, who are the number 2 seed. I think the Bucks will win, but hopefully it won't be as easy. Hopefully the Eagles give it a game and Jalen Hurts can make a name for himself and play well and hit Devontae Smith and the tight end Goddard. That would be great to see, but I think the Bucks win. After that, you got a rivalry that is awesome to have. You got the 6th-seeded 49ers at the Cowboys, who are the 3rd seed. And depending on all those injuries we mentioned for the 49ers, we'll see how good they are. I think Dallas wins, but they looked okay their last game, but more than okay. They destroyed the Eagles, but the Eagles didn't have much to play for, and a lot of guys weren't playing. So you take that however you want. But I think the Cowboys do win. And then Sunday, you got the last AFC game, Sunday Night Football on NBC. You got the 7th-seeded Pittsburgh Steelers at the 2nd-seeded Kansas City Chiefs. Last time these two met, Kansas City destroyed Pittsburgh. I failed to mention, Tampa Bay beat Philadelphia. San Francisco and Dallas did not meet this year. I think they met in preseason, but that doesn't matter. Anyway, Kansas City destroyed the Steelers the last time they met. The Steelers are on the roll right now, but Kansas City, I think they're too good. I think it would be another blowout, but I hope not. Then you go into Monday night, and the Super Wild Card weekend has a Monday for the first time. The 5th-seeded Cardinals go to the Rams, who are 4th-seeded. These two have been wild for Wild Card weekend. Different versions come out. You know, they look good, they look bad. I have to think the Rams win, but it won't be as close. Or it will be very close. If Hopkins was playing, I would consider going with the Cardinals, but I have to think LA gets it together and wins that game. But we'll see. So that's my predictions for Wild Card Weekend, Super Wild Card Weekend, as the NFL is saying. Of course, you have the number 1 seeded Packers and Tennessee on byes. So they're watching everybody else play, resting up for next weekend. And we'll see you then.